You start a meditation with two questions. What's here, which is not in the room, but in you? What's here? So the what's here question points you in the direction of being aware of how you are, and to expand an awareness of how you are. It basically opens that door, what's happening on every level, from your body and your energy, your mood, emotions, what your mind is doing, thinking wise, fantasy wise, your general, are you open, closed, up for and not up for what's happening? Are you in the room, not in the room? And I think that actually, is a phrase that you often hear nowadays, are you in the room? And it's quite interesting. We have someone in our community, breakfast, he says, ignore me, I haven't arrived into the room yet. And then we just know it just takes him a little time to arrive. So that actually is quite it's a skill, is actually just to give yourself the gentle directive to arrive into how you are. And that's the absolute base starting line for all meditations. So rather than jumping into a method like mindfulness breathing, you arrive. And you start to get a sense of it, and there are different ways of doing that. I just need to say thank you to someone. Okay, so you probably, actually, for those of you here for the first time, just so as you know, we're also online. So there's a whole group of people who are watching online. So I just wanted to say welcome to all of you. So you have the first question, which is, what's here? And then the second question is, can anyone remember what the second question is? Yes.
What do I need?
Exactly right. What's needed? And then in brackets, if anything. And if you think about it, it's just absolutely brilliant question. If you're falling asleep, just before you fall asleep, you ask, what do I need? Wake up. So it actually, the two questions go together. So you have a sense of how you are. And in terms of being aware, being present, what's needed? I need to calm down. I need to stay awake. So I just want to mention those two things. They're it's like, it's a skill set, actually, as you're asking the question, what's here? You start to become aware of yourself in terms of how you are in your mind. And this is a general thing. One is you've got lots of mental activity. What does he mean by that? What does that word mean? What am I having for lunch? You've got all kinds of mental activity. So it's kind of active. And you start to go, oh yeah, so what's here is that active part. And what I need is to refocus onto the body and the breath and to calm my mind down, or let the breath calm me down. So that's what's needed. So that's that way. And then that way, you've got where you're starting to drop off, and your attention is like, yeah, I knew this was a good idea, but so you notice, you feel that tendency to the mind drooping. And a little skill set here, checking your head, basically the shape, posture of your head. So this is a really good way to get a sense of whether your energy level is low for practice. If your head is like that when you start, and if it's starting to go down before you hit the floor, yeah, notice. So you need then, what's needed is to stimulate yourself. So you've got two completely different ways of working. One is to calm yourself. It's okay, come back, settle, arrive, stay. Nice, calm tone of internal voice. And the other one is, now, come on, you can do this. Stay with this. It's a good thing to do. You know, wake up, come into it. It's completely different. It's a more slightly vibrant tone to your inner voice. One is calming and settling and focusing, and the other is slightly jimmying you up. And then when you arrive, you find that balance, so you're not too energetic and not too dull. So that's a skill set, that you start right from the beginning. So I'm going to introduce a few other skills and approaches during meditation, but I just wanted to introduce that right at the beginning. So if you'd like to set yourselves up into a posture. You all right with your posture?
This is the most comfortable for me to sit like this.
Cool. Okay. Everyone else all right? So it's really worth taking the time just to make sure you're comfortable, you're poised, stable. Very good. Well, what's here? So close your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so, and just let that gentle question arise in your mind. What's here? How am I? What's going on? As part of arriving. So a good starting point is the body. How is my body? Is it comfortable? Uncomfortable? And just taking, if you need to adjust it, now is a good time to do it. And just being aware in terms of the energy levels mentally. Is it up, thoughts and activity? Or is it going down, as it were? And what's needed for yourself now? So we start to set up the layers of intention for the meditation. So the first layer is to set the intention to check all through the meditation for those tendencies for over mental activity or too little mental activity, dullness, that you'll check for it and correct it when you need to all through the practice. So set that intention now. And a little method for the dealing with the active mind is if you have random thoughts or non-relevant trains of thought, just very gently say to yourself, not now, clear. It's a little skill set for clearing non-relevant thought processes, not now. And then that you say to yourself, come back to the body and the breath. So setting that as an intention now. And the intention to check your head all through the practice, in case it droops, keeping it soft but poised. So now we're going to start with the meditation, and the intention is to have the working ground of the body and the breath as the area of awareness. So let that sink in, the body and the breath. So bringing awareness into the posture of your torso, your back, your neck, and just feeling what it's like, including the shoulders. So you give yourself the directive, the back, shoulders, and neck. Arriving. Clear direction for awareness and experience. The back, shoulders, and neck. Just check for any holding or tension in any of that area, and just, if you need to, just soften it, loosen it, or open it if it's the shoulders. Now maintaining this experience and direction of the back, shoulders, and neck, also bring in the breath. So just drop that word in, breath, the breath. And let them come together, the breath on the back, shoulders, and neck, notice how your back moves as your breath comes in and goes out. It might be quite gentle, but just notice it and stay with that movement. There might be an up and a settling up on the in-breath, settling on the out-breath. Staying with that experience, in a way relaxing into it. Still staying with the breath, but now in the body, the area will be the belly. So just drop in quietly the belly and the breath. The quality of being open, being patient with letting the mind take it in, the belly and the breath. So a little device now to add if you want. Just before the in-breath, just touch a finger and a thumb lightly together. So it's finger touch, breath in, breath out. Finger touch, breath in, breath out. And as you do the finger touch, just relax your body. Staying with the whole process of the breath coming in and out and the experience in the belly, letting yourself get more and more sensitive to what's happening in the belly during the breathing. So bringing together two primary skills here. You're focusing on the belly and the breath. And at the same time, you're being open and relaxed. Letting the focus and the being relaxed come together. And dropping the finger touch. So you're in touch moment to moment in the belly and the breath. And now's a good time to check for the going away up or down and adjusting if necessary. If it's up, not now, come back. If it's going down, encouraging thought. And when you feel you're right here with the process, just staying with it, enjoying it. Still staying with the breath, but moving the attention up to the heart chest area. Breath and the heart chest area. Taking it in, being open to how it feels moment to moment. Just gentle checking, are you veering away? Steer back. The breath and the heart chest area. And just for a short while, just imagine what it's like in your lungs and in your rib cage as you're breathing in and out, or as the breath is coming in and out. So you even have a visual of it as well as the experience. And just checking and clearing or stimulating as you need to. Keep the initiative. So you're focused on quite a broad area and relaxed at the same time, bringing those two things together, focus and relaxed, spacious quality. Still staying with the breath. Now the focus is in the breath in the nostrils. So it's like zoom focus into the nostrils and the breath, adjusting your effort. So you're focused and relaxed at the same time. The breath in the nostrils. And when you feel you're here with it, just drop gently and stay with it. If you feel far from it, then just drop in closer, come closer. So you've got an element of going to the nostrils, and you've got an element of just taking it in, letting the experience fill you, and you're sort of relaxing into it. Checking for periphery random thoughts, gently clearing, not now, come back. And now broadening back to our general sense of yourself. The breath might be in that, but just how you are. So it's back to that question, what's here? And being open to a word or a couple of words that describe how you are now. Being in touch with the experience rather than thinking about it. And then being open to an image for how you are now. For example, a water image. If you're water now, what kind of water are you like now? Just be open to imagery of how you are in water form. Connecting with the qualities in the image. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes with a sort of wide angle view. So a spacious view without focusing in on anything in particular. Wide angle to sort of match in a way your wide angle experience of yourself. And just noticing if your eye goes to something particular, then broadening it. And when you're ready, just sitting comfortably, if you haven't already.